Hello, everyone. This is the most intelligent and magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I'm just simply going to be doing some raids. And not only will I be doing some raids, I will be giving my spoiler review of The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 16, Acts of God, while I'm rating. So, before we get started, I hope all of you are doing good and staying safe out there. I'm doing good, and I'm staying safe for the most part. So, I don't think we should waste any more time because I have a lot to talk about with this spoiler review. I have 7 key points. So, I think we should go ahead and jump into rating with me, Beak, shall we? Now, I will put a timestamp. That way, for those that don't want to know anything, we'll be absolutely safe from all spoilers because I got a lot to talk about. So, in 3, 2, 1. Okay. The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 16, Acts of God. I'm going to start with key point number 1, and before I do, these key points aren't going to necessarily be in correct order of the events that take place in the episode. They're just things that, everything I'm going to mention happens in the episode, but I feel like the more interesting key points are going to be later in the list. So, here we go. Key point number 1. Hilltop is abandoned. So we start off the episode with walkers outside the gates of the hilltop, and it's at night. Everybody's gone except for the Commonwealth soldiers and Lance Hornsby. They're the only ones there, and he looks super pissed off. And this is something, the events of what happens, it'll lead us to that point, so we'll get back to that. Key point number 2 is Eugene and Max, aka Stephanie, are now romantically involved. That's right. And plus, Eugene convinces Max to dig up dirt on the Miltons. So, yeah, we already know what a shit-stain Sebastian is and all of his crooked dealings and stuff like that. Pretty much sending people to their deaths. So, Connie, Kelly, Eugene, Rosita, they all believe that Pamela Milton is possibly hiding Sebastian's dirty laundry because they think there's even more than what they already know. So this little part ends with, with Max digging through Pamela Milton's files, and apparently she finds something, and she takes a file with her back to Connie and Kelly's apartment, and that little part of the episode ends with the Commonwealth newspaper having on their front page printed out, Pamela Milton is lying to you, and Pamela Milton is pretty pissed off about it, for sure. And I don't know. I haven't read the comic, so I have no idea. Part of me wants to believe, a little part of me wants to believe even though Pamela Milton is a typical politician, a little small part of me wants to believe that she doesn't have anything to do with this, but apparently they found something, so that makes me want to lean more so into she's at least sorta involved in this in one way or another, even if she's not doing anything. And she's just hiding Sebastian's dirty laundry. Key point number 3. Lance Hornsby orders the Commonwealth soldiers to kill Aaron, Gabriel, and Daryl. So there's another part in the episode where Daryl, Aaron, Gabriel are with some Commonwealth soldiers. They're searching house to house, and my guess is that they're looking for Maggie, obviously. So they get to a certain point in the episode where the Commonwealth soldiers they purposely just let Daryl, Gabriel, and Aaron go in front of them, and they're all surrounding them from a distance, and all 3 of them give each other a look, and they take the first shot at the Commonwealth soldiers because it was pretty clear that Lance Hornsby was going to call a Order 66 on those 3. How Emperor Palpatine executes the Order 66 in Revenge of the Sith. That's what that reminded me of, except for the Commonwealth soldiers in this case are not successful at all. Daryl, Gabriel, and Aaron, they take care of those Commonwealth soldiers no problem. Once they're able to get guns of their own from them. And it's a pretty cool sequence. And those 3 don't have a problem, and those 3 are definitely on the run because after all of that, Daryl, Lance communicates on the radio, asking the one Commonwealth soldier, is it done? And Daryl says, yeah, it's done, and oh shit, Lance, he looks really pissed. So, he knows what's up now, for sure, so those 3 will definitely not be allowed back at the Commonwealth for sure now. Now, I get why Lance wanted to kill Aaron and Gabriel, because he just simply didn't believe those two's story about everything that happened at the apartment complex, so I think he wanted to eventually try to get them 2 out of the way permanently. Now, for Daryl, the only reason I can think of is because he's in association with them 2. So he figured Daryl would probably be a problem eventually. He just wanted to tie up all loose ends, pretty much. Alright, key point number 4. Maggie is beginning to trust Negan. That's something you didn't think you would ever hear. That's right. The same Negan that killed Glenn, she is beginning to trust him. Which, I mean, he's not the same person as he was back then. Which, in my eyes, Negan has already been redeemed. Back at the apartment complex, when Negan goes to save Herschel from the Commonwealth soldier, that's what gets Maggie to finally open up and admit that, hey, I'm beginning to trust you. You did what you did long ago. I won't ever forget that, but I also won't forget that you saved my son as well. So yeah, I'm beginning to trust you, and it's going to be interesting to see if those 2, I don't know, if they're put in a scenario where they might have to work together, Maggie and Negan. And I just thought it was a really beautiful, great moment between these 2 characters. It was really great. Now, let me get to key point number 5. Okay. Maggie Lydia, Elijah, and Marco lure Leah's hit squad into a trap. Well, this hit squad that Leah has is technically Commonwealth soldiers. They just have all of their armor off and they have more stealthy clothes on because they are going to the hilltop. And, Leah hangs back while her hit squad go into hilltop, and it's obviously a trap, but they're that dumb because hilltop, where it's been burnt up and stuff from the whisperers and stuff. But anyway, they see this light. They see this light that's in this one room that's lit up because all the other rooms are dark. So they decide to open the door and they trip a bomb and they all blow up to smithereens in the hilltop building. So there goes that hit squad. They should have seen that coming, but they're that dumb. Plot armor is probably a part of it as well. Yeah, so that was a pretty cool moment nonetheless. And that ends with Leah shooting Marco in the back of the head. Marco, yeah, I can't blame you if you don't know who that is. He was a forgettable character that stayed at the hilltop for the longest time. I'm amazed I remembered his name. I went back and rewatched the episode. That's how I remembered his name. So yeah, key point number 6. Daryl comes in for the save. So after all of that at the hilltop happens, Maggie tells the others to go back to where Negan and his new group are hiding. They're hiding in this hidey hole from the Commonwealth and stuff because their apartment complex has been pretty much overrun by the Commonwealth. And so Maggie and Leah, they have they're in the woods, they're trying to hunt each other, and Maggie does end up wounding Leah not before Leah gets the surprise attack on Maggie and kidnaps her, and Leah takes Maggie back to her cabin where Daryl met Leah from season 10. I thought that was interesting that she took her back to that place where she could have just took her to any random place. So they get to talking, they have words, and it ends with Maggie freeing herself from her restraints because either Maggie's really good at getting out of restraints or Leah just wasn't a very good, she didn't tie those restraints all that well. So they get into it, and Maggie is whooping her ass a little bit, not gonna lie, but Leah ends up getting the upper hand on Maggie. She's about to stab her in the chest, and then that's when Daryl comes in and shoots Leah in the head. That's right, I did get one of my death predictions correct. I honestly didn't think it was going to be Leah. I thought she was going to be hanging around for the last part a little bit, but hey, so that's good. We don't have to, they don't have to deal with her because our group has enough problems at the moment. They didn't need any extra problems, and they did get rid of one extra problem for sure. And after Daryl saves Maggie, you see Lance Hornsby and the Commonwealth soldiers coming towards that house, and Daryl gets a shot off at Lance. He doesn't kill him, he just scars his cheek with a gunshot. So Lance has now got this sick cheek scar going across his cheek there. And yeah, so key point number 7. Lance Hornsby and the Commonwealth soldiers take Alexandria, Hilltop, and Oceanside by force, occupying all 3 of them. Yep, they just stroll into all three communities. They put Commonwealth banners all over the places, and I know Hilltop is abandoned, obviously. I'm not sure if Alexandria was. Well, if they weren't, those were some dead people in there. But I think Alexandria was probably abandoned too. But Oceanside is the one that isn't abandoned. All of their people were still, are still in there. So, sorry about that. I just had to check something. Yeah, they just, all of the Oceanside's people were unfortunately in there when Lance and all of them and all of the Commonwealth soldiers rolled up on him. They handcuffed him. They handcuffed all of the Oceanside residents, and the episode ends with Lance having all of the Oceanside residents lined up, and he's got this coin, Lance does, and pretty much Lance Hornsby, I would say, is the Walking Dead's version of Harvey Dent Two-Face. So he gets this coin that he has, he flips it up in the air, and that's where the episode ends. We don't know if he's gonna spare them or if he's gonna have the Commonwealth soldiers execute them. My prediction is that this is gonna be the end of Oceanside. Yeah, because Lance Hornsby is very power hungry. He's on a power trip, and Daryl, Maggie, Aaron, Gabriel are now all of them are now all on the run. They can't go back to Alexandria, Hilltop, Oceanside, or Commonwealth because they're pretty much wanted by the Commonwealth at this point. Who knows how much of the Commonwealth actually knows about any of this, because this is supposed to be a secret mission and all of this stuff. So, I thought it was a good way to end the half, and I thought it was a pretty good episode overall. And I'm not gonna lie, I love the fact that Lance Hornsby thinks he's Two-Face. I don't know, something about it, that's something I thought they would never do. Him just acting like being the biggest villain of season 11, just having that coin decide the fate of people's lives like Two-Face does. It's crazy, but I low-key love it. So yeah, one more thing. There are locusts that are flying around during this episode. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be some symbolic meaning or what, but yeah, at certain points in the episode, there are a bunch of locusts that are just flying, and they're just like really loud, and I think they are supposed to be really loud in real life, so they got that pretty spot on. So yeah, other than that, I don't think I had much else left to say on the episode. So yeah, but enough of me talking about the Walking Dead. I don't think I forgot anything. If I did, I'll put it in the edits when I go to edit this. And hopefully the audio hasn't cut out on me. And I think we'll do one more raid refill after this. And I'll most likely upload this sometime on Tuesday. What do you guys think about the new Easter Eva? The new Gold Mythic Eva that's, what's her name? Pacifically. I think she's interesting, for sure. I wonder if that whole event is free to play. That's the thing. Would it be worth it? Uh, okay, Easter Eve. Right. Yeah, I think she definitely looks interesting. I low key like the look of her rifle. It definitely has the Easter vibes for sure. Definitely. Now let's get back to rating with me, Buck Beak. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it after this one. I know I said I was gonna do one more raid refill, and I technically am, but I think this is gonna be the last one for tonight. And I'll do something else this week. I'm not sure what. I might potentially do another gold mythic Nick showing off his potential. Yeah, that's gonna do it, because let me just show you guys just a little bit. Right. Hold on. Let me put him in this team real quick. And then this is gonna be it. Okay, look at that. I have him at Limit Break 3. I've leveled him up a little bit. And look at that attack stat. 94,579. He's not even leveled up all of the way yet. He's at level 915. I mean, that's crazy. He is my best damage dealer stat-wise. Which is crazy. I honestly can't wait to make another one of those videos. I'm gonna level him up a little bit more, and we'll see how it goes the second time around. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this one. If you guys want to jump down there to the comments and tell me what you think about my raid team, or tell me what you thought about the mid-season finale of The Walking Dead if you are caught up, or just to simply say hi, you may. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and if you like my content, subscribe to see more. It would be much appreciated. And to those who are subscribed to me already, it is very much appreciated. You guys are very awesome, and I thank you again. I want each and every one of you to have a magnificent day and magnificent week as well. And don't forget to hit the bell and switch on all notifications so you know the second I upload to YouTube. I am Buck Beak, and I'm gonna go fly away back to my nest. Until next time, bye guys.